welcome to day 14 of Vlogmas. I am starting this vlog on my own today because I've got to go back to the office. I've got a busy day today. I'm going to be missing in action. We pre-recorded a little bit yesterday because I've also got to teach tonight, so I get about a 2-hour window in the middle of the day to sort myself out and change over jobs. So yeah, today doing a Vlogmas on the day would have been slightly impossible. So hope you enjoy what we've got planned today. Please like and subscribe and comment, and I will leave you in the capable hands of Pete and whatever we pre-recorded yesterday. See you tomorrow. Bye.
It's Vlogmas History Corner, everyone! Dad's going to give us an insight today to Christmas in the trenches of World War I, because that is his area of expertise, World War I. So, Dad, over to you.
Right. Well, we'll start off with the war started in 1914, and when the first Christmas came, obviously in 1914, the troops wondered how they'd get on with Christmas in the trenches. But I'll just tell you about the experiences of author Henry Williamson. He wrote Tarka the Otter in the 30s. He was actually there in the Christmas truce, and Christmas Eve, about 9 o'clock at night, he was ordered to go out with his platoon to put up some barbed wire barricades.
Festive barbed wire.
Oh yes. The ground was frozen though, and there was a hard frost, so they had to bang these stakes into the ground to hang their barbed wire on, and they had these big mallets where they had to wrap them in sacks, so when they banged the stakes into the ground, the Germans wouldn't hear them. Well, they went out and started this task. They got after a few hours, and it got to near midnight, and suddenly they heard this singing from the German trenches, Silent Night. And so they all stopped and looked round a bit worried about this. And then this strange little Christmas tree arose from inside the German trench and was placed on the parapet.
Wow.
It wasn't a real Christmas tree, it was a made-up one, but it was a symbol of Christmas, obviously. And the Germans started shouting, Happy Christmas, Tommy, and all this sort of thing. And so in the end, they were talking to each other, and they actually went out between the lines and exchanged cigarettes, drinks and various bits and pieces. This was obviously frowned upon by the higher-ups, but it actually went on for about 4 days in all. Right, now there was highly publicised as a football match in no man's land between the Germans and the British, but it was really, someone produced a ball from somewhere, and it was just a kickabout. It wasn't organised by any means, because obviously there were shell holes and all sorts, but they did have a little game of sorts.
Was it just one match, or was several up and down the front?
I haven't a clue.
Oh, okay.
Because
he wasn't
when
there.
I was telling you about this Henry Williamson, he was in front of a wood called Plug Street Wood, and this is where the main action took place, but there were little truces right up and down the line. We're talking about Christmas. Princess Mary presented each of the troops with this little brass box with cigarettes and tobacco in. There were various versions of this Princess Mary gift. For example, troops under 18 weren't supposed to smoke. They got a tin with sweets in.
Oh, I'll have that one.
Yes, the Indian troops got a little tin with spices in. And there's all variations, and even women employees of the army, they got a little writing folder with notepaper with the Princess Mary's motif on. So, and they also got in this little tin, when my assistant's there.
Props girl.
It's 1914.
They got a little card in the tin from 1914.
Mm.
Let me use that. It's,
What does it say, Terry?
It says, with best wishes for a happy Christmas and a victorious New Year. from the Princess Mary and friends at home.
That's nice. That must be a real heartening thing to receive.
Yes.
Yeah.
But not all the tins were delivered to the soldiers Christmas 1914. And they were running out of brass, so 1915, all the soldiers that hadn't got one in 1914 were issued with a 1915 one.
Yeah.
And this is the card for 1915.
Quite similar.
Yeah. So, as I say, these truce went on for 4 or 5 days, 3 or 4 or 5 days in various places until the senior officers behind the line got wind of it happening, and then all sorts of threats were issued. I've even read accounts of one officer in the trenches being court-martialed for letting his troops fraternise with the enemy.
Wow.
This did happen on various occasions since during the war, but nothing like on the scale it happened in Christmas 1914. I mean, there were various truces up and down. For example, some Christmases the troops wouldn't fire and let the stretcher bearers go out and bring the dead in and that sort of thing. But Christmas cards and that sort of thing became quite a way of life at the front. And here are some from the 7th Division. They issued their own Christmas card when they were up in Belgium.
Drawings, lovely.
Christmas card like a postcard.
Yeah.
Yes, and then in 1918, Christmas, they were down in Italy.
That's really cool.
So Christmases were celebrated in the trenches, and most troops managed to get some sort of a Christmas dinner with the help of the officers. So each section of troops were withdrawn for a while at Christmas, given a nice dinner, then back to the trenches. So everyone got something at Christmas in the trenches, and I'll leave it there with you, and have a happy Christmas.
I think it's nice to know that it was actually the Germans that started the truce.
Yes.
I don't think that's a publicised fact, really.
No. The accounts I've read, the Germans were usually the one that started shouting from their trenches, "Happy Christmas" and all that.
And of course, so many of our traditions that we have
Yes.
now are German in origin, aren't they? So
It's Silent Night, a German carol anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stille Nacht, wasn't it?
Yes. And the fact is, a lot of the German troops had, at one time or another, worked in England, because there were all sorts of German, like German barbers, German shopkeepers.
German royal family.
That's true.
all
And,
related to ours, aren't they? Yeah.
and most of the normal workers that were working in England rushed back home in the summer of 14 to join the German army.
Oh wow! There you go.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you, Terry.
Right.
Much appreciated.
Merry Christmas.
So, Advent time.
14.
Is it a chocolate?
Do you think so? I think that's meant to be a roast dinner. Or a pie?
Oh, yeah.
Or something?
Pork.
Oh no! Mince pie and carrots and milk that you leave out for Father Christmas.
I thought maybe it was a pork pie.
Bit weird for Percy Pig. And we have...
A chocolate.
Oh, the stable again.
Oh, was a bit dull, isn't it?
Oh well.
More chocolate.
Mmm.
Is it decent chocolate?
It's alright. I've had worse.
Yeah.
Here we go again.
What's it today? 14.
Indeed.
It's over here. Is it minifig time?
It should be, shouldn't it?
Oh, it's a droid.
But it's a minifig of sorts, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a
Oh, is that a bit meh?
cheapo thing, isn't it? Droid.
Meh.
Happy Christmas, you filthy animal. So, Mrs. B, here's one for you.
Go on then.
I went to the doctor's the other day. I told him sometimes I feel like a wigwam and sometimes I feel like a teepee.
What did he say?
He said I'm too tense.
Even my Boba Fett ears can't get me through that one, can they?
Brilliant.
Is it though?
Good morning, everyone. So I'm at home alone. Pip's at work. Never mind, eh? Anyway, so I thought I'd do some bits and bobs around the house, which includes building these things, which I'm going to show you now. So Pip's ordered a new dressing table and a stool. So I was going to time lapse it, but that would be really boring. So I'm going to build them and show you the finished result. So as you can see, that's the shape of the table. Shouldn't take too long, I don't think. Hopefully it'll be one bit and not too much fat pack. And that's the stool. So once they're built, I'll show you what they look like. Hello. As you know, I'm building this dressing table. And I just want to show you the most ridiculous piece of packing I've ever seen in my life. And that contains pretty much every material you'd associate with packing. So here you go, you got plastic, you got soft packing, you got polystyrene, and you've got cardboard. Yep, there you go, all in one. And it's all in one piece, attached to sellotape. Unbelievable. So there we have it, viewers. Basically putting the legs on, quite easy. There you go. Nice. Pippa's going to love that when she gets home. And to all the girls in our WhatsApp group, there you go. I finally built it. I say built, I put the legs on. Anyway, pleased with that. So just me signing off for this Vlogmas. That was day 14. Hope you enjoyed Terry's History Corner. We always enjoy doing them and we know that you people like them, so that's why we do them. Thank you to Terry if you're watching. So if you like this video, please give it a like. Give it a comment. We like the comments. Please subscribe if you're not already, and we'll see you in the next Vlogmas, which is the 15th tomorrow. Bye for now.